Hey guys, Kev here, and I have another package, another knife, from Civivi. This one is the Headbanger. So this is a new one, designed by Brandon Beecher. So I don't know who that is, so I'm excited to check it out. Looks like we have a speaker here with some cool green lights on top. We got like a DJ theme or something mixed with kind of Halloween vibes. They sent me like a little poster thing here. Check it out. Civivi Headbanger. The idea for Headbanger started with simple line drawings and a heavy soundtrack. I wanted to create a knife that carried the same aggressive energy, but still refined enough to work as a practical and comfortable EDC. When I finished the design, the name Headbanger came naturally. It reflects both the music that inspired the process and the attitude built into the knife itself. Here's some info. 8.73 inches overall. Nitro V drop point compound grind. Micarta or G10. You have a reversible clip. Hell yeah, titanium. And all T8. And it looks like maybe a Blade HQ exclusive. So let us shiggity check this out. Gonna unbox it with the Divo Nitro prototype. A little matchy match for the box. Didn't do that on purpose, I promise. This is the Nitro V satin finished micarta handle, green canvas. Okay, I'm good with that. Over G10 for sure. You get the cool Civivi pouch in there. We're gonna get the cloth, the stuff, the sticker. Oh, we get a Headbanger sticker. Heck yeah, I like that. I got two. Man, I'm special. I got two of these. I'll put it up here. You'll probably see that in the thumbnail. There's a sticker of a knife nobody wants. This is the Praxis, looks like. A lot of people actually have that knife, so maybe that's no longer a valid statement. Put this away, and here we go. So we have the C for Civivi over here. We have Headbanger and BB on the blade. Little thin titanium pocket clip. Reminds me of a like artisan cutlery clip or something. I like it. Bead blasted titanium. It's a little odd that it doesn't match anything else. I guess it kind of matches the bead blasting around the milled C on the pivot, but that's about it. I don't know, satin might have been cooler there, or they could have bead blasted all this hardware. But let's take a look at this blade. A little hard to get a solid grip on it. With the clip here, it's fine, so I can reverse it. Look at that thing. Big old blade. Oh my goodness. Big old blade, compound grind. You got a hollow grind. Ooh, yeah. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Not the deepest hollow, but it's nice. And then you have a flat out here. It's thin, like in general. It feels thin anyway. It just looks like a big ass drop point, doesn't it? With a poon at the end. Little poony poon. You have a nice little thumb area right here. No choil. I mean, it has like a little sharpening area choil, but not that kind of choil. And you can't really choke up because this kind of drives you in there, which leads you to the edge. So don't really want to climb up there. I prefer to have a choil. This thing is like, just seems huge. Seems a little obnoxious. Like, I don't know what it is, but like the little studs with this huge blade coming out of it looks kind of goofy to me. Interesting. Green micarta feels good. Classic Civivi build. You have a steel liner there. I don't know what I expected. I sort of like expected, I don't know what I expected. Kind of expected something different because of the like Halloween theme and there's kind of like a build up, you know. It is nice. It is nice. I guess it's a Civivi, so it was going to be a budget knife, right? So I maybe just anticipated something more premium for some reason. But not going to lie, it actually feels really good in the hand. Feels really good in the hand. They did a great job. You have finger groove, so, you know, depending on your hand, it may or may not fit. But for me, man, my fingers spread out. It's a pretty large handle, right? Like, here's a comparison. I'll grab the tall boy, which is also thumb studded. There you go. 3.5, 3.6 inch blade on the tall boy. And 8 inches overall. And you can see this bad boy is half an inch maybe bigger on each end. Maybe not that much on the blade, but on the handle there. The overall is 8.73. The blade length is 3.8. Yeah, it's only 0.3 bigger, 0.2, 0.3 on the blade. But the handle length is 4.93, so it's a little bit bigger there. Blade thickness is 0.14, so it is thicker stock than you see a lot. But maybe because of the size of it, it just, you know, it works. So let me grab, I got this Uline catalog, and I'm just making sure my address, it totally is on here. Let me get rid of that somehow. Might just rip it off. Yep, just rip that off. So I have this Uline catalog, and I figure maybe that's a good way to test the edges on stuff. Just rip pages out of this sucker if they come out. There we go. So, and if you guys are shopping for corrugated boxes, boom, got you. Gotcha. Doubling up here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it just wants to zip through. That's me just being crazy. Being crazy. Okay, hold your horses. Maybe I'm hitting it with the choil. Yeah, I must be hitting it like back here. You just gotta make sure you get to the edge and you're good. Pretty clean cuts. Also, I don't cut this stuff very often, so this is new for me. I mean, look at that. That's pretty, barely having to put an angle on it. I'd say it's really sharp. See if I can swerve a little. A little bit. It's sharp. There's some user error in there with the cutting, but you can see it's cutting really nicely on that thin magazine paper type material. I figured I'd try to put that catalog to use instead of just chucking it in the trash like I usually do. Because I just look online for stuff like that. I don't know why anybody would want that magazine, but you know, it is what it is. It be what it be. The action is bananas. I mean, it's a heavy blade with, you know, it's a long blade. So it's just gonna swing down. Lock bar access is nice. Got some jimping on it. Not always my favorite setup, but it works. Thumb studs are kind of unique. I haven't seen studs really like this before. They have like a stripe in the middle, like a milled out stripe in the middle, which is cool. They work really well. Catch your finger well. Blade finish is a machine satin. So again, this is on the more affordable end. You can see the Nitro V stamp or lasering right down there, Nitro V. And then you just have the BB and the Headbanger. Again, the designer was Brandon Beecher. I don't know if I'm supposed to know who that is. It could just be a knife designer, you know, which is cool. Not sure if he's like a maker or a personality I should know about, but not currently. I like this swoop right here. I think that was a really smart choice because your thumb just really like sits in there comfortably. The only thing this knife is missing for me is a finger choil up here. I really would like a finger choil to choke up, and then some jimping up here would be really nice. But these are things that you guys know I want on every knife. The detent feels like they placed it very well. So you can see right here is where it sits, which is fairly early. Once you clear that, you're about there, and oh, it came back up. Let me just drops. And when you're fidgeting with it, you clear it basically instantly. I can't see anybody getting hung up on that. Thumb stud knives are usually very forgiving with that, but this one has a very good detent location. Left-handed works really well. No problem there. Just need to be careful so you don't smack yourself in the thumb with the blade, obviously. Reverse flick, lefty, works. Be a lot easier if I flip the clip over, but you can do all the things. Very nice, dead centered. Proud steel liners, not my favorite. I wish companies would go away from these proud liners. I don't know why that's a new, I mean, it's not new. People have been doing it forever, but it seems to be like back in style. Everybody was doing nested liner locks for the longest time, and that's, I mean, 100% what I would prefer here. But now we're seeing these, you know, proud liner locks again. And I just don't like the look of, you know, my Caudabe, and then you have steel, especially like polished. I mean, they should have went blasted to match the clip, or just done everything satin, including the clip. Just a weird choice there for me on the clip. But it's not the biggest deal. You got about that much sticking out. I can almost guarantee you this clip's going to work really well. Let me test it. Yep. In and out of pocket, no problem. So we've determined it cuts. We've determined the clip works. We've determined the action is fantastic. We've determined the ergonomics feel really good. I just wish there was a finger choil, but can't have everything that we want. I wish there was jimping up here, but again, it's wide enough on the blade thickness that doesn't necessarily matter. It's got a really nice blade grind. Drops like it's hot. What else? The detent is good. It's dialed in. Fires out. Does not feel sluggish in the least. Reverse flick, same thing. Feels great. The detent is early, so it doesn't have any problems double clutching or anything like that. The pocket clip is fantastic. The green micarta is nice. I have not determined the price point. Not sure what that is. Let me see. Blade HQ, Headbanger. It will also come in. Yeah, man, sometimes it feels like we're going in a time machine, guys. JG10. Interesting. $89. The JG10 is 40 cents more. Probably just a typo or something. I'll put a link to this in the description. I'll pin it in the comments. If you guys use my link, it will help the channel, but that's totally up to you. I'm going to give you that Blade HQ link. So, again, if you want to use that, feel free. But they are dropping on the 22nd. So, October 22nd. Today is the 20th. So, this will post on the 21st. So, you'll have 24 hours to decide if you want to pick this up. And I'm sure they'll have them for a little bit. So, yeah. Let me know if you guys have any questions about this one. I want to give Brian Beecher some props. Good design. I think it's nice. I'd love to see a mini headbanger. You know, maybe you could call that one the Rave, or the what could you call that? A mini headbanger. What would you call that? I don't know. But I think that would be cool. I would like it, of course, in that size. Much like we shrunk down the tall boy here into, where is it? Uh-oh. Here it is. The small boy. I think it'd be cool to see a equally shrunken down Headbanger in this size. Maybe a little bit bigger, I guess, because this one's a little bit bigger. We do plan to do a larger tall boy, which is going to be probably 4-inch blade. And that's going to be the big boy. And maybe down the line you'll see a mega boy, huh? Real original on the naming there. But yeah, I think it'd be cool to see a mini on the Headbanger. That would be real nice, Clark. I think I would dig it more because I'm just not a huge knife guy, and to me this is pretty huge. Although weight-wise, it does feel good. Did they give me the weight? No weight given, but I mean it's probably like, I'm gonna guess 3.8 ounces. Let's see what it says. See if I can get it in the specs here. Come on, baby. They don't give you the weight on Blade HQ? Blade HQ, no weight? Really? I did not know that. All right, you guys look at this while I go over to the scale. Well, I guess you can't look at it while I do that, but give me 1 second. Let's see what we can find. I'm still voting 3.8. Maybe it's 3.6. Let's see. I was wrong. It's 4.0. So exactly 4 ounces on this bad boy. I mean, that's plenty reasonable. It's almost an ounce an inch. So, 3.7 and no, 3.8. So it's, 0.2 ounces heavier than the length. I think that's perfectly fine. So there you go, guys. That's it. Check it out. Again, I'll put that link down below. If you guys have any questions, hit me with them in the comments. I love you. Shout out to Blade HQ for sending this out to me. Shout out to Civivi as well. And I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will catch you later. Peace.